Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 15-minute pop-up show. Thank you for coming on this Wednesday night and enjoying a momentary distraction of simple amusements and magic. Now, tonight we have a very, very special guest, and I can't wait to introduce him to all of you. But before we go there, I would like to share something with each of you before we get on to our featured act. And it's called a curio. This curio is an object of rarity or curiosity. And in this case, it's a wand. And in this box, this wand I've been keeping for 25 years. And I wanted to share it with you because a lot of people have been asking me about it. I've kept it that long because it inspired me in my journey in magic. And it constantly reminds me of the long road that I have taken to end up here today to talk to you guys. Now, this wand was given to me at the Magical Empire at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas by a very celebrated magician. He had chosen me amongst all the kids and adults in the crowd and asked me to assist him on stage to do a routine. And I was quite ecstatic, to say the least. At the very end of that performance, he had given me this wand, and he had told me that the wand symbolized knowledge from the masters of magic being handed down to the apprentice. And it was my turn to carry on that legacy. At the time, that celebrated magician didn't know who I was, nor did he realize how much he inspired me in life. That magician was Jeff McBride. Today I study under him, and today, after 25 years, I still keep this wand. And on this wand, there's an inscription on it. It says, "What you believe is real is real." I use that sometimes to remind myself that whenever in doubt, what I believe is real becomes real. I hope that you too have some sort of inspiration in your life to keep moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my curio, and I hope you enjoyed it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our featured act for the night. It is my pleasure to introduce a very good friend of mine, and his name is Fred Lee. He is a magician, a mentalist, and for those of you who don't know what mentalism is, it is magic of the mind. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the magic and mentalism of Fred Lee.
Well, hello, every single one of you out there on the internet. My name is Fred Lee, and it's an honor to be on this show. Now, what we'll be doing first is we're going to be messing with one of these spoons. We don't need all of them, just one will be fine. Now, what I'm going to use this spoon for, I'm going to do this right in front of your very eyes. This spoon is just simply going to melt right at the fingertips like butter. Now, what's great about this is I can actually do this with any spoon, but we're going to get back to your spoons in just a moment. I would strongly suggest checking on your spoons after, because some psychic leakage could possibly happen. We're going to take this a step further, and we're going to make this break, just like so. Now, many of you may not know exactly what a mentalist is. Some of you do. basically what I just did is mentalism is in a nutshell. It's basically psychic entertainment that's not meant to deceive, but rather just to have fun and just explore the mind a bit more. Now, my act is a bit more interactive because I'm going to have some of you answer a couple of questions in the comments. I'm going to prompt in a moment one of you with a specific thought. The first comment that pops up on the feed, that's what we're going to go with. But we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to have Chris join me for this very moment.
That was pretty amazing, Fred. Thank you for that. I've seen you do that before, and it always amazes me how you can do that with that spoon.
And I really appreciate that. It's always fun to gather people's attention, especially with that. Hopefully that played out pretty well. But we're going to try something with this die right here. So we have a die, and this is the cup cover to prevent it from breaking. So what I'll do is I'll actually shake the die like this, and at any time just say stop, and we're just going to keep it face down, and we'll get back to it later, all right?
Go ahead and stop.
All right. So that's going to stay there, and what I'll be doing is I'll get a pen, piece of paper, and what I'll do is I'll make a prediction. All right, everybody in the audience, I want all of you to think of a simple, quick image that you can draw. An example would be like the sun. Okay, just think of a simple drawing. I'm going to try to pick up on what I think this is. Okay. Fold that. I'll label them like so. So that's just going to stay under the glass. Okay. So, Chris, in a moment you're going to shift through the comments, and the first comment that you see that pertains to, in this case, the image, that's what we're going to go with, and I'm going to actually jot that down right here. So this will be number one. 1, 2, 3. Those of you in the audience, go ahead and type in your comment now of the simple drawing that you made in your head. So first comment, we're going to work with that.
So anyone out there who wants to throw out a comment and give an image, okay, we have one, Fred, and I'm going to show you now.
Okay, I'm going to jot it down right here.
Can you see that? It says
a
tree.
Tree. Yes. All right. So I'm going to write down.
Stephen Gervais. Another person also said tree.
All right. It's kind of like a rat's race almost. So we got tree right here. Next, we're going to try. Okay, everybody in the audience, just prep it up. Just have your minds brewing. The next one.
Okay.
Is a name, just the first name of a high school buddy of yours or classmate. So the first name of a high school buddy or classmate. Don't do it yet. I'm going to get a prediction of what I think this will be. Okay.
And you said the first name of a high school buddy, right, Fred?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to be the prompt. I'm going to count to 3. We're going to do the same thing again.
Okay.
All right.
The first name of a high school buddy. So you guys out there, get ready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and put that comment down. And Chris, the first comment that you see, we're going to work with that.
Okay. And it is Magi Jake Caretaker. The name is Robert, Fred.
All right. Number 2 on this is Robert. All right. Perfect. All right. So now the moment of truth. Remember, Chris, you had me stop at random. I don't even know what number is on this specific die. We're going to take a look at it together. Hopefully I get the number. Find out. This is it. What's that there? Okay.
Okay.
All my predictions are set.
Okay.
And in this case, if we take a look, keep it nice and open for you guys. We got the number 6.
Number 6.
All right. Chris, I want you to remember the number 6 throughout this entire time. because I'm just going to leave it here just for everybody. Okay, so Tree, Robert, I'm just going to put 6 just for convenience sake.
So you have Tree, Robert, and the number 6.
Yes, so we generated, as a community, Tree, Robert, 6 is randomly generated, but that's just to make it extra spicy because, especially on a mind reading show, aside from violating people's personal privacy via psychic waves, or supposedly, I prefer the psychological method. I just dressed up to make it look pretty spoopy, you know? So Tree, Robert, 6. We'll get to the exact prediction in just a bit, but just to show you that, okay, maybe because Fred was working with spoons, perhaps he can only use his mind energy manipulation voodoo on metallic objects only.
Okay.
This is a Sharpie, which you've seen me use throughout the entire show, so we are going to try this. Using nothing but the power of my mind, I'm going to make the Sharpie fall. You're going to see the moment it jiggles, because my brainwaves will hit that Sharpie now.
Okay, that was spooky.
Exactly, yeah. So, for those of you out there that are wondering how mind over matter works, you don't have to be in physical contact. You can actually do it remotely. Oh, and like I said before, be sure to check your kitchen cabinets after the show to see if any of your silverware are slightly distorted. It's partially my fault if it is. Anyways, let's get back to what we have here. So I have my predictions written in order. So see, we've got number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right?
Right.
They're listed exactly in that order. And I'm going to actually go down one at a time, my predictions. Now remember, I wrote all my predictions before we've generated these items. Now we're going to work with we're going to work backwards because I think, randomly generated is cool. There's a lot of different factors. We ended up on number 6. That's the third item on the list, number 6. And I wrote 6. So far, 1 out of 3. Not bad, but it's a 1 in 6 chance. That's how I got this in the first place. Let's move on with the next one. Number 2, Robert. Now, the transmission was a little hazy, so I abbreviated it. We got Rob. And of course, last but not least, the drawing, the tree. This is the most vibrant out of all of them. I was hoping that I nailed it. My drawing ain't that great, but how's that look?
It looks like a tree to me, Fred.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been my portion of the show. My name is Fred Lee. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Fred Lee. If you guys are watching out there, you could press 3 for applauses, and we would deeply appreciate that. So thank you, Fred. I love your magic because it's a different type of magic. I know that you do other forms of magic. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do live? I know you do hypnosis, so could you explain how that show goes?
Right, so my hypnosis shows are a lot of fun, and unlike other hypnosis shows out there, it's fast-paced, and you're going to see a lot of things going on. You're going to see exactly what you would see on the media, rather than just having people come up, sit down, be bored to sleep for 30, 50 minutes. You actually see people, in this case, falling forward, falling backwards, basically whatever you want. So whatever you would imagine hypnotizing someone and having them do, basically I turn your fantasies into reality to an extent. If it's a Vegas show, we can go there. But that's basically anything goes in my show, and it's 100% safe, a lot of fun. And I mix it up both live and also even in virtual settings. Virtual settings are a little different because I mostly do hypnotherapy virtually, but other than that,
Yes.
It's
Well,
worth checking.
Fred, could you tell us where we could find you if somebody wanted to watch you on here? I'm going
Yeah,
to pull up
absolutely.
some
So
of your social media.
I've got several different pages. One of them would be if you want to just see what I'm up to and some updates. I do post updates on Instagram and Facebook, and then YouTube's going to be my main source. So my Facebook and YouTube, you can find it under the same label, which is Fred Lee Mastermind, and you'll be able to see videos which I upload. I try to upload weekly on my YouTube channel. And on my channel, I discuss hypnosis, magic, psychology, just whatever comes to mind. It's another way to kind of get to know me a bit more and a way for me to keep connected with all of you out there.
Right. And you also have a website too, right, Fred? And it's fredleemind.com.
Yep, and if whenever anybody's out there ready to hit me up for something, whether it be for entertainment or for one-on-one hypnotherapy, that's the site to go to, fredleemind.com.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Fred. Now, I always ask some of the featured guests if there's anything that you want to share with the audience as far as any positive words to close out the show.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you out there, I know it's rough, and it's been a rough almost like 3/4 of a year now. And despite tough times, just push on through, just stay positive. Remember, you got family and friends, no matter how far away you are. If I was able to make a connection with you guys by either destroying your silverware remotely or by reading your mind right here, right now, that's just proof that we all have the capacity to make the world a better place, even if it's a tiny little bit. Right. Oh, and also check me out at fredleemind.com. That's what I plug.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. I appreciate your magic. I'm a fan of yours. And, we hope to have you come back next time. And I hope that everyone out there enjoyed this momentary distraction of simple amusement and magic and also mentalism. My name is Chris Heron as Faust. This is Fred Lee, and we will see you again on the next show, everyone. Good night.